Because basically what y'all the insecurities y'all talking about is interactions with others, right? I think one of the biggest insecurities that we have as humans is our interactions with others, or assumptions, assuming without asking. I know for me as a leader, as a person who is in the public eye to some degree, depending on my circles, sometimes I do feel like, you remember when you was a kid and your walk was kind of funny, so you try to walk cool because you wasn't cool in your own walk. So it's like, if I mirror them, then I'll be accepted by them versus being uniquely different. And what helped me was embracing my uniqueness, embracing my creativity, and saying if a person doesn't accept me in my leadership position, if I offend somebody, if I do have those good intentions, then I don't have nothing to worry about, because I know for a fact my heart was genuine about it. But I do go the extra mile for my brother's sake or my sister's sake to say, you know what, is everything okay between us? I always make sure I do that, because now my hands are clean from it. If you got a problem, at least I was adult enough to say, is there a problem? That's why after you went to have that conversation with that person, I don't get caught up in offenses no more. Because offenses really messes you up, man. Offenses have you in a place where you act funny around them. You want to overly compete against them. You want to prove your authority on them. Because when you have that leadership control complex, you're like, I don't care what you think. I'm going to make sure you know my position. Now, when it comes to witnessing to somebody, some plant, some water. So certain people that I come across, I learned to make sure that my pearls are slim. I'll cast one pearl, but I probably won't cast two. If you do well by that pearl, then I can witness. But there's certain people where I just be like, here, take that, and I'm gonna leave. Because chances are the person that came to them, when you talk to a kid at my school, I'm learning so much about working in the school system. Oh man, the Bible is coming to life, right? When I deal with a child and I talk to the child in ISS, they look like they don't hear you. Their faces is all crunched up. Their arms are folded. You're giving them gems. And you're like, hey, they look like they don't accept it. And then a couple of days later, they warming up to you. But imagine if I would have met them at their level of offense. Well, I ain't gonna talk to you because you ain't gonna hear it anyway. The same kids that I snapped on 2 weeks ago, I was like, they're building prisons for you. You wanna yell at me? I just went off on them. And I had to bring it back and realize, I brought it back. I was out mine was blown, I said too much. I changed my perspective on the bad kids now. Versus giving them information, let me give them love. Let me give them why they upset. Man, come talk to me. Instead of yelling, because they hear that everywhere. They get yelled at home. They get yelled at by their teachers. They get yelled at by us. So now I came to a place, let me reverse my approach. And if that don't happen, then maybe they will end up in prison. But that's not my responsibility. All I can do is what I can do and let the rest happen. And some people have to stumble to learn. And that's the sad thing about it. So when it's kind of sharing my faith, I'm a planter or I'm a waterer. Planting is evangelism, watering is discipleship. So if you out there evangelizing, you don't got time to disciple them, you're planting seeds. Trust the seed. If you're around somebody that really wants you to mentor them, that's watering. But if you cast a seed, don't worry if it fell on good ground, stony ground, thorns in it. Long as it was there, you did your job. So I reversed that by saying, oh, you don't want to receive this, but the hope is still my hope. Like, look, Jesus is listen, every knee's gonna bow. So especially them dudes that be trying to debate me, I'm like, look, bruh, real talk, man. If I die and you're right, I'm just dead. But if you die and I'm right, you the one with the problem. So if you don't want to hear me, hey, bruh, what the Bible say, dust the dust off your feet and keep it moving. And that's the harsh truth of the gospel, that wide is the gate that leads to destruction, that many will be on it, but narrow is the way. As long as I'm on that narrow way, I'm good. If they don't want to listen, I'm like, all right, man, next person. So this table, what we got? We talked about a lot of stuff.